what are the different type of satellites? Basically, based on the orbits, we can say that geo satellite, LEO, MEO, Molniya orbit, or HAPS. HAPS is a new technology, new method of communication. Then you're dividing the satellite in another one is frequency band. One is based on the orbit, you can divide it different type. Another one is based on the frequency. We consider geostationary orbit. That means they are 35863 kilometer above the surface equator. So Chetan, they it was revolving in the geostationary. Okay, so that means satellites in the same position to the Earth surface. So Earth rotating based on that same time, it will also rotate. Advantage if you're seeing the geostationary, that's a distance from the Earth to a large coverage area, and almost fourth of the Earth's surface we can cover. Okay. Based on the theoretically, it can cover entire surface because of the three places of our satellites connecting. Then we can. Your satellites have a 24 hours beyond the particular area, then broadcast and multiple applications we can do. If you what is the disadvantage? Disadvantage of geosatellites are also because the distance, comparatively a weak signal because of the distance. Then it's about point-to-point communication. And satellite is centered above the equator, so broadcasting signal near polar regions are difficult to communicate. Okay? Then another one is LEO, that is low Earth orbit. So low LEO satellites are much closer to the Earth than compared to geo satellites. So they range from 500 to 1,500 kilometers above the surface. LEO satellites, we cannot say that they are not fixed in a position. So only visible in that particular place in 15 to 20 minutes in each part. So it's rotating, not a picture like a geo. Necessary network needed useful all things we are using. What is the advantage? LEO is a satellite proximity to Earth compared to the GEO. Then LEO satellite has smaller area coverage, so the bandwidth is less wasted. So when you're considering disadvantage, so LEO satellite needed for the communication network, so which can go on more number of satellites needed. So the cost will be increases. LEO satellites is a Doppler shifts causes, so relative moments of the Doppler shift will be there is a cause. Then atmospheric drag effect causing deteriorations. There is a chance of deterioration. Next one is medium Earth orbit. Medium Earth orbit satellites are somewhere between 8,000 kilometers to 1,800. 80,000 kilometer above the surface. So MEO satellite is similar to LEO satellite. So the functionality that means that it is not stationary like GEO. It's also moving like LEO satellites. Long period of time compared to 2 to 8 hours in a particular place. But before it was it's 20 minutes maximum that we get. So and coverage area compared to LEO it's more. Yeah, advantage MEO satellites are longer duration of visibility and wider footprint means that satellite need to be network than LEO network. Disadvantage when you're considering distance and a long delay, and that will be the reasons. Then other orbits, there were more two or more orbits satellites are there. One is Molniya satellite orbits. It's Russia's used for decades. It's an elliptical orbit. So nearly it's in a fixed position to the Earth for 8 hours, like MEO. Then it acts like a geo satellite. Okay, it's mostly Mongolia is in the polar based satellites. You can use it for that. Then high altitude platform HAP. So it's a newest idea of satellite communication. So around 20 kilometer above the Earth surface. So it's a smaller coverage area, but it have a strong signal and cheaper to put in the position compared to another other satellites. Okay, so now we'll see about different frequency bands. So there will be L band, S band, C band, X band, KU band, K band, and KA band. Based on the frequency, these divisions are did. The K band is we are using 26.5 to 40 gigahertz. L band is 1 to 2 gigahertz. Okay. So capacity allocations, if you are saying that FDMA, TDMA, FDMA frequency division multiplier axis, TDMA time division multiplier axis. That is FMA, FMA. So we'll see what is FDMA. Frequency is already used for the smaller channels. So the division, how it is transmitting the informations, and it is how it is multiply access, that is by using frequency division. So overall bandwidth in the frequency band that will be increased because of the frequency reuses. So again and again we can use this. The number of sub channels are limited. That would be a problem. That there is a reason there will be noise affecting intermodulation and crosstalk. These things will be there. FDMA can perform it in two ways. One is fixed assignment multiple access, then demand assignment multiple access. That means the fixed access multiple access means sub-channel assignments are fixed allotment. So ideal for broadcast is satellite for communication. A sub-channel allotment is basically for the demand. So it is for point-to-point communication. Next one is TDMA, time division multiple access. So time slot for each one, each information, each communication. So one is each more time slot dedicated for a different transmitter. So different transmitter we will have a one time slot like that. It will divide it. So TDMA increasing become more widespread in communications. The same technique in FMA and DMA like that. TDMA also uses for the push communication and point-to-point communication. So what is the advantage TDMA or FDMA is digital equipment. So multiplexing is easier and cheaper. Digital transmission techniques we can use as error corrections and all things. Then intermodulation noises we can reduce it. So that's all for today's topic, and thank you so much for